The three exchanged glances, then Cameron suddenly grabbed his treasure and fled, halted by a gunshot, surrounded by armed police. He collapsed on the ground, clutching the jar like it was his last slice of pizza, instantly raising the cop's eyebrows. One officer tried to snag it, but ended up causing a comedic tumbling act as the jar flew out of his hands. Surprisingly, the errand held Ash's mom. Illegal in France. A family reunion gone wild. Police sternly declared, "No more of this nonsense." But Cameron, staring at the remains in his hands, was on the brink of turning into a waterworks machine. This should never happen. He wept, cradling the ashes as if he had just lost a Friday pizza night. Meanwhile, Damel came rushing in, clutching his kids and bursting into tears in front of the cops, who were so moved they practically waved them through like they were VIP. "You're incredible, our little hero." Oscar realized the trouble was far from over. Police had set up roadblocks everywhere. Zira and Bruce quickly alerted at the news, preparing to bypass police blockades. Yet nature held hidden dangers. Just stepping out for a midnight potty break, Zira got a surprise kiss from a spicy stick. Bruce dashed out at the sound of her scream, only to learn Zira had an unfortunate encounter with the spicy stick. He hurriedly checked what brand of spicy stick had attacked her, but upon realizing it was the hottest one in Europe, his heart sank. Talk about a spicy nightmare. He must rush to the nearest hospital, where Zira will die. After endless running, they finally found a road with a truck approaching. Bruce didn't hesitate, darting right into the road, only to realize a police car was tailing hot on their heels. Forgetting all about safety, he leaped into the cop car, shouting mentally, "Doc, hurry. We need saving." Luckily, the hospital response was speedy, but just at that moment, Zira's magic magazine decided to make its great escape from her pocket. A nearby cop noticed it, mistaking it for a toy, but it was real. Before he could react, Bruce grabbed his gun. "We gotta keep it down. Our ride's right here." After wresting control from two officers, Bruce made the bold move of driving the police car right into the hospital. He must rush Zira away, driving the stolen police car to escape. Meanwhile, Damel's group shook off cops but didn't proceed further. If caught again, they won't be as lucky. They camped for 3 days, but trouble struck. Damie sensed trouble. They just cleaned the car when police swarmed in. The police got their orders and inched toward the car, armed to the teeth, with snipers outside ready to take aim, just waiting for a cue. The cops surrounded them. It was real trouble. At a command, they slowly approached. Outside, multiple snipers had their scopes locked on the windows, ready to go bang if any funny business went down. Two were like caught fish, at the mercy of the police. Just then, a gun popped out of the window, blasting away at the officers outside like it was a game of whack-a-mole. Police used a megaphone to demand surrender. Then another speaker appeared at the window, shouting, "Cops, here's your hot take. How about another moment of fun? If you come in, we're toast, but there are only 4 of us. Let's negotiate. I got nothing real here and no greed. What do you want to chat about?" Within 5 minutes, the female officer sensed trouble, seeing her walk to the car alone. Amidst the intrigued gazes around, she opened the door only to find it eerily empty inside a spooky. The nearby officers were baffled. They rubbed their heads at the scene, realizing they had been totally fooled. They saw people in the car. How could they vanish? Looking at the carpet, they noticed something odd. They yanked up the carpet and opened the hatch, revealing a sewer below. Talk about a surprise. The police quickly dispatched a team to chase them down into the underground. The call brought fresh hope to the police, who spotted a nifty little 9mm hole in the window glass. Someone had cleverly covered this hole up, a real crafty little move. In talking to scientists, the Spanish expert says only 9mm lens fits the next room. This is a perfect escape route. After all, who's going to care what your business is when you come in? Plus, there are security cameras everywhere recording the action. Meanwhile, Roy and Cameron made their grand escape through the sewer, plotting to hop a nearby truck to flee France. They quickly clambered onto a red truck just as the police emerged from the sewer, kicking off a chase in hot pursuit. They found themselves surrounded by officers preparing for a thorough search. Roy told Cameron to lie low and hide. They covered themselves with a tarp. Roy warned Cameron, "Don't even twitch." They sealed gaps with quick-drying glue, lying low to evade the police. As the truck started, their hideout met Roy's plan, smoothly escaping the trap. They were soon stopped by police officers pointing guns at the driver, ordering him to turn off the engine and get out. "Open the cargo door," Roy whispered to Cameron. "I'll poke my head up to check." As the cargo door swung open, the officers found nothing amiss, lucky them. But this standoff couldn't last long. Cameron clenched his teeth, trying to hold it together, but the officers didn't probe too deeply, letting the duo breathe a sigh of relief. Just when they thought they were in the clear, officers spotted the nearby ladder and decided to climb up for a closer look. In the split second the cops leaned in for a peek, the duo executed a well-timed teamwork moment, thankfully avoiding detection. On the other side, Daimi Sensei met Berlin and returned to the hotel to destroy all evidence, leaving no trace. They gathered all their clothes and tools, dousing them in chemical agents and steaming away any trace like true magicians. But they couldn't just bounce yet, the hotel cameras had caught them in action. Scatter, scatter.